Meet the man who sold ice cubes in Greenland. John Christensen. What we are going to share with you is not about ice cube trading in Greenland, even though it is both an interesting story and a true one that is. John is an inventor from Denmark. Back in 2001, he invented something he came to call the IT key to the written language, to the benefit of people with dyslexia, bilingual people, but most importantly, all children starting in school.
Perhaps you haven't heard of the idea before. That is due to the fact that it is such a simple one, that most people will have difficulties in comprehending its effect. But how exactly does the key to the written language work?
Let us explain. When we as people encounter the written language, we tend to view letters as photographic symbols. Here we have the letter L. Though it isn't the letter of the Latin alphabet as most of us are acquainted with, it is in fact the letter L of the Nepalese alphabet. To most of us this just looks like a symbol of a kind. That is how we humans view all letters as we first encounter them. Symbols without any particular meaning to us? Some of us decode faster and with more ease than others, cracking the reading code. Nonetheless, the process is the same for everyone, but for a lot of people, it can be a very long process. We need to decode every part of the symbols encompassing the written language, in order to use them to communicate.
Decoding isn't easy for everybody to do. Having more than one symbol for writing the same letter complicates things even more. Take a look at this standard keyboard. Why is it that only capital letters are depicted on the keys? By far, most of the letters that we use when we write and communicate are lowercase letters. From the moment we are born, and for the rest of our lives, the symbol for lowercase letters will be the one we are most often confronted with in comparison to capital letters. In this fact, a problem appears as it is quite a challenge and often a steep learning curve using digital communication tools. When pressing the key symbolizing capital H, a completely different symbol appears on the screen. The lowercase h.
It was this problem John Christensen realized. Oh, hello? Hi, John? Yeah, I am just about to explain how you came up with the idea of the alphabet keyboard. Yeah, okay. Talk to you later. Now, where was I? Got it. It was this problem John Christensen realized back in 2001, when he discovered his daughter having difficulties comprehending the written language using her computer. John therefore added lowercase letters to the capital letters on her keyboard, so that both symbols were represented on the keys. By applying the blue and red colors, John focused his daughter's gaze to the letters so that she could tell them apart from each other. And by doing so, at the same time he visualized the difference between consonants and vowels. Cool. Right? John's daughter was now able to locate the correct letters, no matter if she first got acquainted with their capital symbol or their lowercase symbol. The visualized and informal learning experience the keyboard now produced, now gave John's daughter the opportunity to comprehend and apply the written language, far earlier in her learning process in writing and reading. The side benefit came to be a growing motivation for learning and knowledge in John's daughter. What John didn't realize in 2001, was that this small adjustment of the keyboard supported his daughter in accessing the gates to the knowledge database of the digital universe. There is an abundance of digital tools out there, all supporting comprehension and learning of the written language, and reading development in children and adults. The alphabet keyboard idea is in all its simplicity the link between these tools, and the user's ability to learn faster and with greater confidence. For more information visit letterkey.eu, and get your hands on the alphabet keyboard idea. Who knows? Perhaps one day you yourself will meet the inventor. And if you are lucky, you may as well learn how exactly he succeeded in selling ice cubes in Greenland.